Welcome back to another episode of the Jimmy M Podcast. I'm your host, Jimmy Mullen, and today I have my good friend Jacob Kern here with me. Thank you for being here, my friend.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Yeah, I'm on a roll with all these guest episodes. That's the goal at the end of the day. So, what better way to see my friend Jake? How you been, man?
Pretty good. Just same old stuff.
Yeah. Hasn't been too long since we've seen each other. I visited Glen Cove back in December, and we saw each other for a little bit in the parking garage. That was fun. Other than that, though, it was like almost 2 years, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that was the case, at least for me. For most people, I went to high school with, because I moved, and then the current events that we're all facing just kind of prevented a lot of things. Also, not being able to drive is another factor. But regardless, it's good to have you here. Also, I just like to mention I just put out a video that the two of us made in 2019. It was one of the last times we saw each other. We went to White Castle, a nice little place. At the time, Jake was like a connoisseur of, I guess. Yeah. So if you'd like to go check that out, I'm going to leave a link in the description. I found it on my hard drive, and I was like, you know what? Let me actually make this video. So it's going out at the same time as this episode. So be sure to check it out. Link in the description. But anyway, how you been, man? What have you been up to?
I've been good. I've just been just working a lot lately and doing school. That's about it. I've been like looking at a lot of stuff on the internet. It's great.
Like what?
So recently I got into 4chan.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're starting out strong. What kind of stuff on there, Jake?
I don't know. I was referred to it by a friend, and I checked it out, and yeah, it's definitely for like-minded people like myself.
Yeah.
I just like reading everything and responding to people, but yeah, there's definitely like some mentally ill people on there.
Yeah. Yeah. What else have you been up to? What do you do for work now?
I'm a pizza delivery guy.
Okay. Is that fun?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's making good money.
Okay. Well, that's good. It's always good. We've known each other. We went to city camp together. We went to summer camp one year.
That was like before 5th grade, I think.
Yeah, that was so long ago. Oh my God. Then I didn't see you for years.
Mm-hmm.
And then because we went to different schools,
mm-hmm.
and then middle school came around.
Yeah.
You remember middle school?
Yeah.
Middle school.
Yeah. I remember in city camp, you always used to make a bunch of Smosh references.
Oh my God, did I?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I try to block a lot of that time out of my mind. I like to forget it happened because it just brings back nothing but like cringe and disappointment and all that.
Unfortunately, it's just one of those things that's just been burned into our
brains. Well, I mean, you live and you learn, and
crash and we burn.
Exactly. We had gym class freshman year though together in high school.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah. You showed me a lot of stuff, a lot of videos.
Yeah, I show a lot of people a lot of videos. Yeah.
Some crazy shit. Like what was it? The food porn video that you showed me, but it was like someone like it was like some kind of diorama they made, and it was like a bag of Skittles or something.
What?
Right? Wasn't it that? Or was what was it?
It was a bunch of like fruits and vegetables just like rubbing up on each other, and they were like
it was called actual food porn.
Yeah. And it was pretty funny because they actually had like lines and stuff.
Oh my God.
And it was like
it was
basically like your stereotypical like disgusting porn video.
Oh my God.
You get the idea.
Yeah, that's what else? I think one of the first things I remember you said to us, you said you milked a horse.
I got that from Jackass 2 because there was there was a scene where there was a bit they did called How to Milk a Horse. I actually saw it like 2 weeks ago. It was hysterical.
Yeah, I heard it was amazing. I've seen like parts of those movies over the years, like little clips and stuff. I don't think I actually sat down and watched the movies though, but I want to do that before I go see the new one because I definitely know I'm missing a lot when it comes to those. My friends have shown me stuff over the years. Yeah, what was it? Everyone was calling you Horse Boy for a little bit because of that. You were the one that introduced me to the clips that's George Carlin dubbing.
Yeah.
Like they took like clips from George Carlin's sketch comedy and they put them over clips from Thomas the Tank Engine because he narrated like the first few seasons of that like in the US or something. And it was like they made it sound like it was coming straight from the show. Like they pitched the sound quality and all that, so it's not like the background noise with the laughing and all that. It sounds legit. Like if you had no context from it, it was that good. I remember I showed those to my dad, and like we could not stop. I could not stop laughing the entire time of those videos. Those are fucking classics. I just want to thank you for enlightening me with those. Have there been more of them? I think there were like 4 or something last time I checked.
I think there's like 8 now.
Jesus. Wow.
But
There's that much material they could use.
But I feel like they kind of been downgraded since like the first one.
Yeah, I remember like I think it was around the first 2 were hysterical. But I think I remember like the 3rd and 4th one I don't remember being as funny. I think they were kind of stretching it at that point, but there's like 8 of them now?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can't see that being as funny if you just keep it going. But I mean, hey, people will watch it, I guess.
I remember you really liked the ones where Sir Topham Hatt and his wife were eating, and
those were the best ones.
And
because they're just arguing.
Yeah, they were arguing.
Listen, cunt. I'm tired. Excuse me, sir. You want to get the fuck out of my life. Eat your fucking cornflakes, you cocksucker.
Listen, cunt. I'm tired of your meddling.
Those were so good. Oh my god. I remember, what was it? We were sitting in the Mag Lab, and then you showed me those or something. And like, I think for a week I was just obsessed with those videos because like I couldn't stop watching those. I showed them to like my mom and my brother and my dad. Like, oh my god, that was.
I feel like videos on YouTube are really what drives my my like
humor, your sense of humor, and yeah, I can attest to that.
Not
even
just
for
my
myself.
humor, but like my interest and my knowledge.
Yeah. When our generation was like raised on the internet, basically. I mean, I've had unsupervised access since I was like 5, so. I mean, there's so much you can watch and, broaden your horizons and all that. You learn a lot of shit. You say a lot of stuff as a kid. You don't know what it means. And then like you get older and you like, and I remember I've seen like a lot of stuff I watched like back in the day when I was like really young. And then I've like watched it recently and I'm like, oh my God, I was watching this when I was like 8. Like this is not for kids, man. Like this is.
Yeah, I used to watch South Park when I was like really young.
I didn't watch South Park till I was in middle school. I think I was just not allowed to watch it or something, or I just didn't watch it. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I didn't watch that much TV.
I would watch South Park when I was like really young, and I would like repeat a lot of the stuff that was said.
Great.
And my mom would be like, "Where did you hear that from?"
That's amazing. Oh man, yeah. You parents, be open about it, but don't restrict your kids. But like be friendly about it. Like like there's obviously things that kids should not be watching, but like
Super Mario Logan.
Oh my, that whole thing. He's like, how he got he got like sued.
Yeah,
by Nintendo.
He almost got sued.
No, he got a cease and desist from Nintendo. Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah. How far back did you watch him? Because I've watched him since I was like 9.
I think
since like 20. 2010.
I think I started watching around when they were in the apartment.
Oh yeah, I was watching like years before that. I was like a long time fan of SNL.
It was like Mario and Luigi's Dumb Adventures.
Yes. I was watching as far back as those when they were still making those.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fan back then. Yeah, those videos are. I mean, like he was a kid though, making those videos, like at the time. So it was like, oh, there's not much you can really like. He's a kid, but then he got older, started becoming a lot more edgy, and then Jeffy ruined everything. Then he got attention from Good Morning America. Yeah, made it this whole thing. It was like, this is a danger to children. Yeah, kids shouldn't be watching. Shit like that. It's like, like, I mean, I was watching, I mean, we were high school age when that stuff was coming out, I think. So like, at that point it's like, all right, it makes sense for us to be watching it, but they were like little kids watching that stuff.
Yeah, I really hate Jeffy as a character.
Yeah.
I'm more of a fan of like, Junior, Joseph and Cody, and Chef Pee-Pee, and Mr. Goodman. Mr. Goodman's probably my favorite. I
haven't really kept up in the last few years. I kind of lost interest. Like it was just kind of like, it was like getting way too over the top, and it was just like, like it's not even that funny anymore. It's like, I guess it's just because it's like you grow out of it, but like, I mean, I had my fun with it when I did, and my brother really got on the Jeffy thing because he was at that age where it was like the funniest shit in the world. A kid with special needs is like so fucking funny or something. Yeah. Like I remember when I worked at the summer camp that we both went to, a bunch of the kids were in like a Jeffy phase or something. They just kept doing like the like. Did
they smack their?
Yes, they did. Made me very uncomfortable. Yeah. I'm like, and I think I even was like, yo, you guys are like new fans. I've been an SML fan since like fucking 2009 or some shit. Like, damn, I remember fondly. I remember shit like Mr. Pig and Tony the Tiger, and like when those characters were like highly used, but like you don't see them anymore. And like now, like you can't even use Nintendo characters because he got so big that the Nintendo filed a cease and desist. And we're like, stop using our characters because, like, I guess they were getting like complaints from like ignorant parents that were like, oh, why is like this has nothing to do with Nintendo. This is just like it's like a parody kind of thing. It's just some guy playing with stuffed animals in his house, like making edgy content and stuff. Like,
and then, he had to replace the characters with human versions.
Yeah,
of them, and they're honestly garbage.
Yeah, I mean. What choice do you have at that point, though? Like, because all he was doing was changing the actual puppet or the plush. Like, the character is still the same, other than like the name, or like.
But he changed the name of Mario.
Yeah, well, because he couldn't use Mario, because it's just Mario, but now it's with Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin.
Right? Marvin.
I hate it.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's like the comparison of the videos that are being made in the last few years to like the ones from like the early 2010s, it's like night and day. Like, I mean, he was still living at his parents' house. Yeah. And like, what was it? Characters like Woody and,
I remember Woody.
And Shrek. Like those were like they were probably the best parts of
I love
SNL.
Shrek.
And then it just became nothing but Bowser Jr. videos and Jeffy videos because I mean those got views, but like I think he just got too obsessed with the money aspect of it, and was just milking the shit out of it. I think that's what drove a lot of people away, including myself. Like I was just kind of like, this isn't fun anymore. I heard I looked into it a bit. There were like crazy things that happened like behind the scenes too. Yeah, like there was like a few people went to jail.
Oh yeah.
And like. Like he got bad. I heard he's having a kid now though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw his Instagram. He met Drake. Like
he's met a lot of celebrities.
Yeah, he's met a lot of celebrities over the years.
He's
like
truly living the life.
Yeah, like good for him on that aspect. Like dude met Drake. Like, that's nuts.
He's living in a mansion. He's got like 3 Lamborghinis.
He lives in a mansion now?
Well,
Or is it the same house?
yeah, the same house.
Okay, yeah, I haven't watched too much recently. The big house in Florida. I think what was it, his brother Lance does vlogs. Like he does like the behind the scenes stuff now basically. The money gets to your head and then like YouTube was like demonetizing. He's had to like move channels multiple times.
Yeah.
I've never heard of a YouTuber that's had to do that other than him. It's like, you know, and he could have easily like changed up his content a bit, like made it like less, you know, edgy. Like you don't even have to be crazy edgy to get views or anything. You could have like, yeah, it's one thing to try to appeal to people, but like, I mean, I don't know. You like he could have easily put like disclaimers because he wasn't really doing that.
Yeah.
I don't think he still does either. Like he wasn't putting disclaimers like this is for mature audiences. I think he did that for like maybe 1 or 2 videos. I feel like he was doing that with all of his videos. It probably would have saved him in the end.
Yeah.
Because then parents would have gotten the idea, like, well, some parents at least, that were actually paying attention to their kids instead of throwing an iPad in front of them. But that's for another day. Like they could have at least like, you know, he could have at least had a warning that way. Like at least aware parents were like, you know, hey, this is not something my child should be watching.
Yeah.
And then just leave it to the more older fans. He opened a store too, like a little pop-up shop in a mall by his house or something.
I didn't know that.
I watched a video. It was nothing but kids.
Yeah.
On the line for like, because you could buy it, because he sells the puppets that are in the videos. I
remember one time he did a meet and greet at the Nintendo store in New York City, and he didn't like tell the people that he was coming. Oh. And like when he got there was like a huge crowd of people, and like they all like were like charging at him. And
yeah, that's just. I remember something happened like that at VidCon with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't on the guest list, but he showed up and like told everyone he was going, and then it was just like a mob scene. So it was like that.
Yeah, basically. But it was kids.
Yeah, well, it was kids with Logan Paul too. But
it's always like, kids.
Yeah, it's always kids. It's always kids. With the parents is just kind of like, oh, let's go. With like, most parents, they don't really give a shit about what their kid's doing. They just kind of like, okay.
That kind of is the main way to get success on YouTube, is just appeal to kids, because that's all it fucking is.
I don't like that though. It's like I don't want to do that. Like it's just like because I've tried to like appeal to like the YouTube algorithm and stuff, and like I tried making like little like flashy thumbnails and stuff. I was doing that for a little bit, but it's just like it's not fun. I wasn't having fun doing that. I feel like I was forcing myself to do it, and it just wasn't fun that way. I did like 2017, a bunch of the vlogs I did. Like I was kind of like I was doing like little like flashy thumbnails and titles and stuff, and like I ended up going back like 2 years later, and I like changed all the titles and thumbnails to like these generic things, just because it was like I don't want my channel to look like that, like it just wasn't. I wasn't happy doing that, and it really drove down my motivation a lot, and I ended up not even uploading for like 2 years. But doing this, so much more fun. Like
I can tell you have a lot of fun with
I'm having a blast doing this podcast. I've only been doing it since like mid-December, but this has drove me to make more content than I have in the last like 3-4 years.
This is like what, your 12th episode?
Probably episode I would say episode 14. Oh, okay. I think. Yeah, I have like 2 more that I still have to put out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a blast doing this though. This is great. Back to you though. Hold on. So, as I mentioned earlier, we went to White Castle, did a video together. You said to me before we started though, you're not really on the White Castle wave anymore.
Yeah, I'm over White Castle. It's all about Wingstop now.
Wingstop is actually really good if you've never had it. It's pretty nice. What gave you the idea to start going to White Castle so much?
I don't know. Me and my friend Pete. Hey Pete, we would we just started going to White Castle because I go to this store in Lynbrook called Fire and Dice. It's like a game store where I play Pokemon.
I was gonna ask you about that too.
Yeah, and there's like a White Castle, like a like a 10-minute walk from there, and we used to go there a lot.
Okay. It was just like, oh, cool, there's a White Castle, let's go. And that just became the thing.
Yeah, basically.
Did you find the 3 a.m. White Castle meme before that or after?
I think it was after the fact.
Yeah. Was it like a goal for you after that to just go at 3 a.m.? Because I remember you said that you went at one point at 3 a.m.
I've actually been to White Castle at 3 a.m. a couple times.
Yeah. How's that?
A few times, actually.
How's that?
It was good. I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't really much different than eating it during the day.
Yeah. Probably lost a lot of sleep, though, doing that.
Well, I barely get as much sleep as it is, so.
Yeah. Very important, people. Get your sleep.
Yeah. Especially for you high school students, so you should sleep because you will not have any of that in college.
Yeah, exactly. Get it while you can. So, what's like your go-to White Castle order?
I used to get the number 2, which is the 2 double slider meal, but I replaced the fries with the loaded fries.
Oh yeah, I remember you got that in the video. I should have gotten those. Like looking back, like those are so good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But if I were to go to White Castle today, I would probably just get like 5 cheese sliders.
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever seen Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
Yeah, several times.
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't know. I don't remember whether or not I had seen it before we made the video, but I have seen it since, and it's a great movie.
Yeah,
it's a pretty funny movie.
I wish they would make more Harold and Kumar movies.
Didn't they make one recently?
No.
There's the Christmas one. When did that come out?
2012, so 10 years ago.
Oh wow, it's been that long. I haven't seen it. I've only seen the White Castle one. I have a 2 Blu-ray set. It's probably somewhere up there, unless I have it in a bag. But it's the Harold and Kumar go to White Castle and escape from Guantanamo Bay. But I haven't watched the Guantanamo Bay one yet.
Those are the only 2 good movies. The Christmas one is not good.
Okay, I haven't seen the Guantanamo Bay one. I'll have to watch it. That was the only option on Amazon to get like the 2-pack. I wanted to get just the first one, but I was like, all right, I guess I'll get the second one too. Yeah. So you have a Tugs shirt on.
Yeah, I love Tugs.
Tugs is it's made by the same people that did the original Thomas the Tank Engine show.
Well, the same director.
Same director.
His name was David Mitten.
I don't know much about Tugs. It's like the same kind of thing, right? But boats.
Well,
and more human-looking faces.
Well, one of the main differences I like about Tugs is that it appeals more to like bigger kids than where Thomas appeals to like toddlers and stuff.
Okay. I remember seeing like clips from it back in the day. People would do like, I don't know, like comparisons and stuff or something. I don't know. This is when I was like 6, so it's been a long time. I don't really remember too much.
And the characters themselves, they each have their own voice, unlike Thomas, where it's just there's a narrator.
Yeah, I think that's when Thomas was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gone back and watched like old episodes.
What do you think is the golden era of Thomas?
I would say everything before season 8.
Yeah.
So like season 1 through 7.
So like
I would say
when Alec Baldwin was
narrating. I think Alec Baldwin was like the last, like after Alec Baldwin stopped, that was when everything just kind of yeah, because it's like a night and day comparison. Because I think that's when Hit Entertainment came in and was like, no, we have to make this like, because like the narration was also very slow and like very very appealing to like babies. Like at least with like older episodes of Thomas the Tank Engine, you can kind of like, it's like an actual story they're telling, and it's like it's a little more fast paced and all that. You can get one done in like 5 minutes. Like it's a nice balance. The new stuff after that though, they even threw in those like, what was it, what shape do we have to? It was like those like animated segments. Yeah. I think that was like the start of the downfall. I remember years ago I saw a video. A bunch of like Thomas the Tank Engine YouTubers got together. I think it was like a handy dandy guide they called it, to like I think the first one was like, don't change the winning formula, and they were just pissed off about like, how it's completely different. Plus the complete absence of like tons of characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like for multiple seasons, you didn't see characters like Donald and Douglas, and like Stepney, and then they made like one random appearance in like the first CGI season.
Yeah,
and like
Donald and Douglas came back though. They were in a couple of. They came back in the movie Sodor and the Lost Treasure. I think it's called.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from Thomas since I think what was it? I watched a bit of like I think seasons 12 and 13, and then I watched like Day of the Day of the Diesels movie because Diesel 10 was in it. That was the last thing I watched though. I haven't seen anything since. So, I mean that's cool though. But I was so turned off by like I don't know. I think I was just outgrowing it. I think it was just like this isn't for me. Like I'd rather go play a Nintendo game or something. And like it's not for my demographic. It's not for my audience, my age demographic or anything. But I mean, hey, you get some fun out of nostalgia.
Yeah,
and that's what if I were to go back and watch Thomas Tank Engine, I would watch like the first 7 seasons because that's what I grew up on the most.
Yeah, and I feel like the first 7 seasons, it's really for everybody. It's not just for kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's why I don't like how people are like, oh, you're into Thomas, that means that's for babies, Yeah,
because they have
everybody.
Yeah, they have that mentality where it's like, it's a stupid baby show. Some shows that are made for children are actually very good. Like even stuff on Cartoon Network, people are like, that stuff's for kids. Like, bro, there's some cool shit that's being made. And you're just pissed off because it's a cartoon or like it's on a kids network.
Yeah, like Ben 10, that's amazing.
Exactly. I have so much pride in trying to push Ben 10 because of how great it is, and no one has ever given it enough credit.
Who's your favorite Ben 10 alien? Like out of all of them.
It's
including
hard.
Ultimates.
Including Ultimates. I wouldn't say any of the Ultimates are my favorite. I don't really have I have a few favorites. I've never been able to sincerely pick an alien that's like my favorite though. But I'd say like some of my favorite ones are like Humongosaur. I really like Big Chill and Diamond Head. Nice. Those are like some of my favorites. And Jet Ray. Jet Ray was robbed in Omniverse. Like I mean, at least after the fact, Eric J. Wyatt drew him in the Omniverse style, but Jet Ray was robbed. He deserved to be in Omniverse, and it's a damn shame that he wasn't. Who's your favorite Ben 10 alien?
When I was a kid, I used to be obsessed with Cannon Bolt.
What would you say is your favorite era of Ben 10?
Well, I really liked the original series and Alien Force and Omniverse.
What about Ultimate Alien?
Yeah, Ultimate Alien too. I didn't really like the I forgot what it was called. It was kind of like the original, but it was like a different animation.
The reboot?
Yeah. I forgot what it's called.
I've seen like a few episodes of the reboot, like the earlier episodes, and then I watched like the last 3 episodes. They did like I think it was like the future Ben 10,000 episode they did at the very end. It was like an hour long, and then they did a Generator Rex one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then the last one they brought in Alien X, and then had like every era of Ben. I thought that was really cool. I mentioned that in like the last episode of the year from last year, the cool stuff of 2021. Like that was cool. That was like a nice thing for classic Ben 10 fans. I really appreciated that. I hope someday we get a continuation of the original show though, of some kind. Maybe it's like a 5 years later kind of thing. Shout out to the Ink Tank. They're doing the most.
Yeah, I love the Ink Tank.
Oh, cool. You're an Ink Tank fan? Well,
I've seen the timeline video. That was really good.
Oh yeah. That's definitely one of the best they've made. Yeah, I've been watching Ink Tank since like 2017. I've been watching that long. I think I was watching before they had 100,000 subscribers. And they only have like 400,000 now, but like they deserve way more. If you're a Ben 10 fan and you've never heard of the Ink Tank, get on that because they're doing some good shit for the community. They've been doing breakdowns of like every episode of the series. Like that's some cool shit. No other YouTuber is doing it like them, I will say, because not many people care about Ben 10, and it sucks. I think Ben 10 deserves a lot more credit. I think it's just the problem with the network just ruining a lot of the aspects of like Alien Force Season 3 sucks.
I hear a lot of people didn't like that reboot, but
people just didn't like change.
Yeah,
they just wanted the original to come back.
But I think that was when they introduced Reject. What was the name? Feedback. That was it.
That was Omniverse.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, also Omniverse had an art style change that people just weren't fond to.
Okay.
I think it was just the fact that there was change, and they just weren't about that. Like, I don't know, they just wanted more of the same or something.
What do you think about Feedback?
I like Feedback. I think he's cool. He's probably one of the best aliens out of Omniverse. I'm not the biggest. I think a lot of them are kind of boring. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of them, but I really like Feedback. Yeah. Gravitack as well. He's really cool. And I don't know, everyone else I'm just like, I'm not too Kick and Hawk, that's another really good one. But all the other ones I'm not too fond of. And some of the redesigns too I wasn't really happy with.
I like a lot of like the really underrated ones, like Clockwork.
Clockwork is great. Very important towards one of the arcs for Omniverse too. He was kind of. I remember they just kind of threw him into Ultimate Alien out of nowhere.
I loved his German accent.
Oh yeah, that was pretty nice.
Clockwork's not good for dodging.
Yeah, maybe if you knew how to use him right though. Because I remember, what was it? He did. I think it was one of the first few episodes of Omniverse. He accidentally transformed into Clockwork, but was just running down the street very slowly.
Yeah,
he could have easily just like stopped time and like ran, and then he would have been there in an instant. But I mean, whatever. He was a newer alien at the time, so I guess I understand.
Are there any Ultimates that you like?
Ultimate? I really like Echo Echo.
Yeah, Echo Echo's good.
I think Ultimate Echo Echo is probably like the coolest one out of all of them, without a doubt. Most of them are just, I feel like, are just lazy though. Like looking back, because they look like especially Ultimate Cannonbolt. It's he's just blue with spikes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only difference.
I like Ultimate Swampfire.
I like him too. I like how different his design is compared to regular Swamp. Same with Echo. I think both of those transformations are easily the best ones. And Spider Monkey. Sorry.
I remember the episode when Ben first got the Ultimate Omnitrix, he went Ultimate Swampire and he fucking like obliterated Vilgax.
Oh yeah, the Alien Force finale. That's another thing with Alien Force. Like, they kind of ended it and we're just like, oh, this, like, the finale was basically an ad for Ultimate Alien.
Yeah.
I thought that was so disappointing. They could have easily ended it in like such a big way, and it was just kind of like, oh, now he's got a new watch and got new forms. At the end of the day, they were just trying to sell toys, though.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I bought most of those toys.
I did too. I have most of them still. I'll show you them after this. Yeah. It easily could have been a lot better. I think I was watching one of the Ink Tank videos. I remember, like, I think the network just got cold feet because they were really doing something by the end of season 2, like with the hybrid invasion and stuff. Like, first 2 seasons of Alien Force are some of the best stuff to come out of Ben 10, in my opinion. I think it's probably my favorite era of Ben 10 to watch. Like, when I go back, like, all the episodes from those 2 seasons, fantastic. Anything after that, though, I'm not as fond of. Like, I mean, like, I'll rewatch. Like, I think about 2 years ago, I went back and rewatched everything. I had also hadn't seen a lot of Omniverse, so I watched that, and I enjoyed it. It's very different, but there were some episodes where I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. But I mean, I don't know. It's not. If I'm gonna go back and watch Ben 10 again, I'm gonna just watched the first 2 seasons of Alien Force and like a good portion of the classic show.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it, basically. I'm very nostalgic for a lot of season 3 though, because that was like, I think around the time I started watching Ben 10, it was like towards the end of season 2. I think Cartoon Network had. Do you remember Ben 10 week? Were you watching back then?
Was it when they were first revealing Alien X?
No. It was they were revealing the actors for Ben 10 Aliens form, and it was also the week that War of the Worlds came out.
Oh no, I don't remember.
Yeah, they did this whole thing. It was like because it was like the end of season 2, the end of this whole arc they've been doing and all that, and I remember watching it that night and I was like blown away. I was like, this is like the greatest thing ever. And then they announced season 3 when that Vilgax was coming back, and that was like really cool. And then you look back and it's like, Ben's an asshole now because the network got cold feet, and now he's got to act like he's a 10-year-old again because that gets more ratings. But I think what they failed to realize is that show gets more ratings because it's Ben's origin.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, he's still learning and all that. And like, it's like, this is what most people grew up on. And I think they missed the point where it was like, they could build, because I think Ben 10 had so much potential to be one of like the greats as compared to like Avatar: The Last Airbender, mm-hmm. or like Young Justice. Like those shows are considered like phenomenal cartoons from like the 2000s and stuff. Mm-hmm. I feel like Ben 10 could have been that as well.
Yeah.
But because the network meddled so much, they fucked it up.
Yeah.
And like, I think it could have been so much greater. But yeah. Oh well. Something I remember from high school, you had a Five Nights at Freddy's phone case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Were you like crazy into FNAF?
Oh yeah.
Like how, when are you still, or no?
No.
No. When did you stop?
I think after the 4th game.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was the same for me.
Oh no, after Sister Location, that was it.
I never played Sister Location. I played the first 4 FNAF games, but I even watched Sister Location Let's Plays and I just wasn't interested. Mm. I think I was just kind of sick of it at that point.
I saw some playthroughs of the new FNAF game, Security Breach.
I've been avoiding it because I want to play it.
Yeah, it seems really good.
Yeah, I think it's rejuvenated a lot of people's enjoyment for the series. Mm-hmm. I've heard, and there's a lot of new fans as well.
Yeah.
That was so long ago now. Mm. Like that was like we were in middle school when the first game came out. Mm. I remember I think that was also how I discovered Markiplier because I watched his playthrough of it. That was like 2014. That's so crazy.
I used to watch Markiplier when he was just playing Flash games.
I think the first video I watched from Markiplier was a Five Nights at Freddy's video. That was like the first one. Yeah, it was so long ago. Did you see his Pokemon Smash or Pass video?
No.
I saw clips of it. I didn't see the whole thing.
What is it?
It's just like he pulls up pictures of every Pokemon and he decides whether he smash or pass.
It's like Tinder. You just
I guess. But like a lot of them are like very like concerning, I guess is the word to use. I don't know. Like he looked at Weepin' Bell mm-hmm. and was like, he was thinking about it and was like, smash. I think maybe about 50 Pokemon at the end were like smash, and like there's like hundreds that were pass.
What did he say about did he see Gardevoir?
I'm pretty sure he said smash or Gardevoir. I didn't see the whole video. I saw like clips on Twitter, but like I think the people were talking about that for like a few days.
Yeah, because
like that video was huge.
Because Gardevoir is one of those Pokemon who just everyone's
like because it looks like a human woman.
Yeah,
and like Gardevoir's not 100% female though, mm-hmm. so that could be a dude, and like a bunch of these straight men that are like, oh my god, like all these simps that have never like spoken with a woman in their life, and they're like oh man, she's so hot. Like, oh my god, I'm so glad I was never like, I was never that down bad. But I mean, it is what it is. I think he saw Salazzle and was like smashed. Because I think Salazzle's 100% chance of being female or something.
That was Salazzle is a fire and poison type.
Oh Jesus.
So yeah, that wouldn't.
Yeah, that wouldn't be so smart. Yeah, definitely not. What the fuck is wrong with people? The internet is a weird place.
I know, I live on there.
Yeah. I do too, to an extent. I used to live on it a lot more, but I feel like I've definitely toned it down a lot. I think it's for the best, though.
Yeah. Going back to 4chan, I feel like the stuff I've been reading on 4chan is really like warping my view of the entire world.
I would think so, too. Yeah. It's not really the greatest place to go for that kind of stuff. Yeah. You know about the Shia Labeouf "He Will Not Divide Us" movement and how the people in 4chan got together and were like hunting down like his locations of where he was doing it, and were sabotaging it.
Yeah, I could see them doing that.
I remember it was like around the time of the 2016 election. He put up I think it was like a little like thing in New York City, this little like space with it was like fenced in with like a white wall. And like you had a camera there, and you could it was like a 24/7 live stream. You could just walk up to it and start talking or something. So there's like the typical like trolls and stuff that would like try to fuck with it. Someone left a speaker there and was playing like, I forgot what the song was, but it was some kind of significant song that was like anti this or something. And then like I think the next morning Shia went up to, he's like, "What is this, a little speaker?" And he like. And then it got like so bad to where like police were being called and stuff. It was getting really bad. So he moved it to this like undisclosed location, and it was just like the live stream was just this picture of a flag. Like it was like a live footage of the flag waving in the air in this completely unknown location. But they found it. You want to know how they found it?
How?
So, they were checking. Because it was a live stream, so they could check, okay, so the sun goes down at this time. So they were able to target it to this certain part of the country. They're like, okay, I forgot what state it was in, but it was like, I think it was like in the Midwest. So, and then they heard a frog in the background. So they're like, oh my God, it's by a lake. So they're just continuing to do this research. Someone in the area saw him, I think, at a fast food restaurant, took a picture with him and posted it. They're like, oh my God, I found Shia. So then they found that post and they were responding to this lady. They were like, yo, where did you find him? Where was this? And they were like, and she was like, oh, it was at this place. So like, bingo, we found it. They saw a plane fly by in the background, and they checked every plane that was flying around the area at whatever time. And they're like, because there's a live feed that you can check to see where a plane is at all times.
Yeah.
So they went as far as that.
What, just to find Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, they found so they could find the flag.
Oh.
Because it was just a video of the flag, and you couldn't tell where it was. So they did all of this research. I think it was like a bunch of people that got together to do it. And what was it? After a couple of days, they were like, okay. They like checked the times of when the plane flew by, and they like matched it up. They were like, okay, I think we found it. So they sent someone in to drive by, and they saw it. They were like, we found it. So I think that night they someone I think they took a drone or something, and they snatched it or something, or like they did it like while he was away, or they had to wait till he left or something. Someone like honked their horn in the background just to make sure, and then you hear it on the live stream. They're like, "Oh my God!" So then I guess when he wasn't around, they grabbed it, they took down the flag, and then replaced it with a MAGA hat. Mm-hmm. Oh my God! Like the fact that some of these people like have the patience and like they devote their time to that, I just. I don't know how to feel. Like it's insane. Like Like, you have that much dedication to that. Like, hey, I mean, if it makes you happy.
Like I said, there's a lot of mentally ill people, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't spend hours on there.
Yeah, maybe not. What are your thoughts on, was it the Burger King foot lettuce meme came from 4chan, right? Yeah. That was a whole thing.
Remember they actually posted the address of that actual Burger King?
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened to it. I think it's still open. It's just
that guy got fired.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And they had to do some kind of cleaning or something, as far as I know. Chills. That was the guy, right? That was his name. The top 15 thing. The meme itself.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the
the video. You know about the deepfake website? You can do like text to speech stuff. The Chills one is probably the most scarily accurate that I've used. I made like a Stop and Shop commercial out of it, like with his voice. Like I just repeated the words from the commercial and just did it in his voice, and it sounds like so scarily accurate to him. It's probably like I've tried using a lot of them. Like I made a couple memes and stuff with them, but like the Chills one is like really scary at how accurate it is. Like you could make him say like pretty much anything you want, and it's like for the most part it sounds like him. Like I guess there's enough footage of his voice that you could put through an algorithm that they're able to do it. Like some of them don't work. They just don't work. Like I've tried and they'll just like continuously make a noise or something instead of actually saying the word, or it sounds really butchered. Because it's just taking like sentence splicing. That's really all it does. So what else, man?
Oh, I wanted to talk about this show I saw recently.
Okay.
Have you seen this show called Smiling Friends?
No, I haven't, but I really want. Isn't Psychic Pebbles the one that made it or something? Or he's like behind it?
I don't know, but
I heard it's really good.
It is.
I really want to watch it.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
Like after watching the first 2 episodes, I was like in tears laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
Like no show has ever made me laugh out loud so hard than Smiling Friends. It's just every single joke is so perfectly timed and just so hilarious.
I'll have to watch it. I really got to watch it now. Everyone's been talking about it. I've seen it all over my timeline and stuff. Like, I've been trying to avoid it though because I want to watch it. Yeah, I'm really gonna have to do that. That sounds like a lot of fun. I know Psychic Pebbles did something with Adult Swim, but it might have been that. I'm not sure though. I might be wrong. Don't quote me.
So I've been making these Thomas videos with my friend Logan.
Oh yeah, I remember you sent me 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
With the wooden railway toys, right?
We take wooden railway trains and we like act out these scenes, and they're very the scenes are very like
adult oriented.
Yeah. Like there's this one video on the internet of this guy walking in on his wife with another woman, and he like freaks out and like starts destroying the apartment.
Yeah.
And we literally did like a video with the trains reenacting that entire scene.
Oh my god. That sounds incredible.
Yeah, and there was a part where he so like in the video there's like a part where like he like, oh wait, I got this on camera, and then he picks up the camera and he's like, yeah, look at this shit, and they're like, why do you have a camera? He's like, oh, I'm gonna put this shit on fucking YouTube, you whore.
That's fucked up. Don't cheat on your spouse, your significant other.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be in the relationship anymore, just fucking say it. It's not hard. Don't cheat. Stupid.
What was the worst thing about working at Stop and Shop?
Oh, honestly, I mean, it wasn't that bad of a job. It was just the pressure of being understaffed and like corporate just not giving a single fuck and like acting like everything was okay. I think that was the worst of it. But I mean, I don't know, like I love all my coworkers. Like, you know, nothing against any of my coworkers. I love you all my managers. It was just, you know, it's just, you know, we're locked in this system and I just didn't want to be a part of it anymore. It was like, you know, it's draining I'm losing sleep, it's draining my mental health and all that. I mean, I don't know, like I think it was just that in general. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it though.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good thing. That's
Yeah.
Not a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, no, it was never like I fucking hate this person or like this part of the job fucking sucks. It was just the pressure of like, you know, everything happening and being understaffed and all that. It was never about the people. It was never about the customers or anything. Like, yeah, we had some really shitty customers sometimes that were just like, oh, I'm gonna do this or whatever. It's like, why is my order not ready? Like, even I've even like, you know, sometimes we forget a bag and then they flip out or whatever. It's like, you know, it's whatever it is. But it was just like, you know, I feel like the communication wasn't the greatest either, especially with corporate. Like, we could have been like, hey, we need help with this, and they were never like, they never wanted to fix the problem. They would just kind of like put a Band-Aid on it, and like, and the Band-Aid would seep off within a couple minutes or something. Yeah, I think that was mainly it though. What's the worst part about jobs that you've worked at?
Well, the job I'm working right now, the pizza job, there's this one guy who like orders pizza every day. And he always orders the same thing. It's a personal pizza with extra cheese. And I think because he orders it every day, he like expects it to be like, you know, perfect every time. So like he's always saying like, oh, don't keep the pizza in the front seat, keep it in the trunk because the cheese will go over to one side or something.
Bro, it's not that deep.
Yeah, I know.
It's not. Didn't you work at Subway?
I did.
How long did you do that?
Not too. I think like a year, really.
How was that?
It was all right.
Do you have any stories from that?
Not really.
No.
Not really. Nothing really happened over there.
No. Did you enjoy like your coworkers and all that?
Well, most of the time it was just me, but
oh, you had to do it yourself.
But when it was like someone else, yeah, we would like do stupid shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to make it fun somehow. Yeah, it's really boring otherwise.
What would you say is your dream job?
My dream job, something in the industry like this, or like, I don't know. I've always had a passion for video creation and like stuff like that. And this podcast has really been fun. Maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't say doing this, but maybe, I don't know. I mean, if I could make a living off that, that wouldn't hurt, you know? Yeah, maybe something in that field. I don't know. Maybe get a job as like a stepping stone, and then like if I become successful doing something like this, then I'll take it. I've never really been sure about that. That's why I didn't really go to college or anything. I wasn't like, this is what I want to do. I kind of just been doing my own thing.
That's good.
How's college for you?
I don't know. I mean, I'm doing good, but like, sometimes I just feel like I'm just at a dead end, you know?
Yeah. What are you doing? What's your major?
Liberal arts. I have no idea what I want to do after that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you wish you went with a different major or something, or like?
Well, I wouldn't know what I would want to change my.
Yeah,
major
that's
to.
the thing.
I'm just doing it to like, you know, like
get experience, or
and to pass the time too.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
My dream job would have to So I've been watching this YouTube channel called JCS Criminal Psychology, and it's basically like commentary on interrogation footage
Ooh.
of the psychology behind the criminals, and they explain all the like the techniques the detectives use on how to like extract information from them. And the cases themselves are pretty messed up. You know, they deal with like murder and stuff.
Jeez.
And it's really interesting and informative, and like I think that's probably my dream job, is just to be an interrogator.
Ooh.
But I don't know how I would be able to do that without becoming a cop, you know?
Yeah.
Also, you got to have like really good like talking skills.
Yeah, that too.
Did you ever collect any Thomas?
Yeah, I did. Like I don't have most of it anymore though. When I moved, I had a lot of it like in my basement. Like I hadn't touched it in like years. We just never like did anything with it. But when I moved, we took it all to a donation place or something. So I don't even have a lot of it anymore. I kept like a couple like the Ertl ones that I had, because those were like the coolest looking ones at least. I had like tons of Trackmaster and Wooden Railway stuff and the Take Along stuff and all that, but I don't have them anymore though. A lot of my parents' money was spent on that when I was little. I wish I had more of the Wooden Railway stuff looking back. Like I had a lot more Trackmaster stuff than anything. So I don't know why I was so obsessed with those. I think it might have just been like Train Lover 476's videos.
Oh, was that the oh no, that was someone different. I was thinking of the Joey Turner.
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's him.
I didn't know.
Yeah. I just know him by his actual username, because I was watching those when I was like 7. Like,
remember the video he did with the voice of Chris McLean?
Yeah.
I watched that video since it came out, and I still watch it to this day.
I think I watched it a few years ago. It's been a while though, but yeah, like, how many subs does he have now? I don't think he has like 20,000. Like, he doesn't even have that many subscribers.
He still uploads, but he does.
I haven't watched him in years.
Now he's into like My Little Pony.
Oh, he's on the Brony. Yeah. On the Brony wave. Good for him. Yeah. I don't know how many subs he had, but I think it was I think Christian Potenza, the guy who voiced Chris McLean, I think he was holding like some kind of contest. I think it was around the time Total Drama World Tour came out, and he submitted a video, and I guess he saw it and then was like, and like I think I remember seeing a different video where they were talking about like the lead up to it, and he was like, "Oh, he asked me to be in a video." Yeah. Like Christian Potenza himself wanted to be in one of the videos. Like I thought that was really cool. So those videos are crazy. Looking back, like I was watching those at like age 6. Like those were not for kids.
I think one of the best parts about it was just how stupid Henry was, and how he would like constantly piss off Mikey, and Mikey would just freak out.
Yeah, Cranky's name was Mike, and he was French. Mikey. Oh my God.
And people constantly.
That brings me back.
People constantly would mistake him as German.
Oh yeah.
Like, I remember one episode, Sir Topham was like, I don't speak German. I'm French, you idiot.
Oh man, our childhoods were messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that shit at like such a young age. It's so crazy. Shout out to Joey Turner. I don't know if he's watching this. Probably not. But if you're watching this, what's up, man?
You should send this podcast to him.
Maybe.
Going back to the Thomas Wynn Railway stuff, when I was little, I literally had almost everything that they had. And then after we moved, my mom threw all of them out.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't know why. I mean, she just threw away priceless childhood memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there have been a few times in my life where like I tried restarting it. Yeah. Restarting my collection, and then I just like fell out of it. Yeah. I'm trying to restart it.
That kind of stuff is hard to get back into.
Yeah. I'm trying to restart it again.
Yeah. I think if I were to buy it, I don't think I would really buy anything now. I bought the Thomas and the Magic Railroad Blu-ray. That's like the one thing I've bought Thomas related in the last like 10 years or so, or even more than that. Great movie though. It's very bad, but it's a good movie. Nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I have it. What do you think of that movie?
I liked it. I haven't seen it in a while, but
I watched it when I got the Blu-ray.
I like I mostly like the scenes where it was like, Diesel 10.
Yeah, he was easily the best part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even supposed to be the main villain though. You know about all the behind-the-scenes stuff?
The PT Boomer.
Yeah, the entire like uncut like deleted scene footage is all on that.
Mm-hmm.
There's even like new interviews with Alec Baldwin and Britt Allcroft and Mara Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who else were like Thomas YouTubers back in the day? I think it was like Miss Oliver and Blossom. Now he's
sad what happened.
The Wilstonator now. Yeah. Yeah, he I mean, I get it. You grow out of stuff and all that. But and everything that happened with him and his family and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's a shame. Train Boy 7, do you remember Train Boy 7?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I watched him a little bit too.
Yeah.
Now, I did mention Train Boy 7. However, the YouTuber that Jake is referring to is Pageboy72. We just got the two mixed up, I guess. So, yeah, he actually showed me some Pageboy72 videos that I do remember watching back in the day when they were around. I had just completely forgotten about them at the time of the recording.
It took him forever to put out the finale for his series.
He put out a finale?
Yeah.
I haven't watched him in so long. I remember I think the first video I saw from him was like he put like Ghost Rider's face
I remember that.
on top. That was like I think that was the video that got me to watch him for the first time. And then I watched like a handful after that. But I don't really remember much after that though. Mm-hmm. He had like Legos he used as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in the videos.
Did he?
So both of them actually used Lego minifigures in their videos, which only made it more confusing as to figure out who the hell each of us were talking about in the end.
Oh yeah, he used minifigs.
I think the Lego Ghost Rider, and then like they were playing some kind of game, and then they like it's very spotty for me. I haven't seen them in years. Mm. He did a finale though?
Yes.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, we should watch it after this.
Yeah, okay, we can.
So I've been having this problem recently where like I kind of been losing my my like love for metal.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say losing my love. It's like I haven't really been like getting into it that much. Like
this man, we would take car rides in high school. You and Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and I would just blast. Like,
that shit was crazy. I have a video of Anthony just singing Fireflies by Owl City, like trying to sing it and like trying to overpower the music. And it's just
Infant Annihilator was playing on full volume.
Yeah. Yeah, shit like that. It's
and
fucking nuts.
Blast Cannibal Corpse.
And then we would go to the fucking park during our free periods and play Pokemon Go or something.
Yeah. But so before COVID, I would like go to metal shows like every month or every other month. But like since like everything's been like getting back to normal, I haven't really been going. I don't know why. Like
you've been out of it for so long that it's kind of hard to get back into it. I get it.
Yeah, I
same with doing shit like this.
Last September was the first one I went back to in a while. It was
fun.
Yeah, it was. I saw Megadeth with Lamb of God and Hatebreed and Trivium.
Okay,
they were great. And then recently I saw Kublai Khan TX.
Okay,
they were great.
That sounds fun.
When I went to go see Kublai Khan, I didn't really mosh or anything. I just
I
just listened, you know. And
you do moshing?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I've the only concert I've been to like that, I went to Warped Tour.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that's That's like the closest I've gone to something like that, though. And I didn't even do the moshing. I helped people crowd surf because they went over me, but that was really it, though.
Usually when I go, I'm the one picking people up.
Yeah.
Because I'm so strong.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That you're strong.
Also, I haven't really been buying a lot of metal shirts either.
No?
No. I used to wear the most offensive stuff.
Yeah,
I still do.
Yeah, he used to wear like crazy offensive shirts in high school. There have been a few times where you were told to like put it inside out or like take it off or change or something. Some like
messed up things.
Yeah, really messed up things. There was one of like Donald Trump shooting himself in the head.
Municipal waste.
Yeah.
And then the back said, the only walls we build are walls of death.
Yeah, shit like that. Yeah, I mean, I could see why they would tell you to take it off, but like, that's.
I've actually been like kicked out of places for wearing that stuff. Yeah.
Damn, they just don't want it. They just want nothing to do with it. It's crazy. How often do you wear stuff like that now?
I mean, I still wear it, but I don't just have. I don't only have metal shirts. I also have shirts of like.
You have a Tugs shirt you're wearing right now, so
just shirts of obscure internet references.
Yeah,
and yeah, I still wear them, but I just don't like. I don't like buy anymore. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair. Times change and whatnot, and you just.
I would say I'd probably have around. I don't know how many I have, but I have a ton of metal shirts.
Yeah.
And I'd say I only wear about like 1/3 of those.
Yeah, I have a lot of shirts that I just don't wear. Or I just haven't worn in years.
Mm-hmm.
I have a Ugandan Knuckles shirt.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, that was a time. I was like obsessed with that meme. I think it was just the fact that it was like a Sonic meme that people were actually holding on to, and it wasn't like it was like a mainstream meme, and it wasn't like this really obscure thing or anything like that. Like most people would look at that and like, oh, I know what that is. I think it was just the excitement of something like that for like Sonic the Hedgehog. That wasn't like, oh, this is a bad game or something, or it's like shitting on Sonic or something. It was just some like little thing. Yeah, I think that was just why I got it. I haven't worn it in forever though. It's a dead meme. So
before we end it, I want to just shout out a few people.
Okay.
I want to shout out everybody in my D&D group: Log, Patrick, Mario, Anthony, and Tom. And I'd also like to shout out Danny from Fire and Dice.
Shout out to you guys.
Yeah.
You have a lot of. Do you still go there a lot?
Where?
Fire and Dice?
Yeah. I'm going this Friday.
Oh, cool. Well, Jake, it's been an honor. Thank you for being here, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
It's been great. We'll do this again sometime.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, no problem. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to subscribe on YouTube, turn on post notifications. If you guys are listening on the audio version, you can, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever it may be, make sure to hit the follow button or the subscribe button, whatever it is on whatever platform, and give me a rating. That would really help me out. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can click the link in the description for a small monthly payment. You can help me to keep this going since I am unemployed. So it really help me out. Thank you, Jake, again for being here. It's been great.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Tune in next time. New episodes coming out every week. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace out.
Thank you to David Washko and Noah Lundy for supporting the podcast. If you'd like to support, be sure to check out anchor.fm/JimmyMullen/support.